Good morning, everyone. I just want to say today's a new day, and um, we battle with a lot of things in life. I know surely I am. Um, and I'm learning that to lean on the Lord more because sometimes we feel like we could always help someone, and we truly in our hearts, want to help them, but in the long run, helping that person can bring you down without you knowing. Some people are strategically placed in your midst just for that purpose. And until you take a step back and realize who's who and what's what, and when I say take a step back, I don't mean literally, I mean spiritually. Spiritually start to pray and anoint everything around you. And I tell you, only because this has recently happened to me, just yesterday, I prayed over my house. I had this girl coming in my home every day, helping me out. I swear, this was like the perfect girl, like friend, like a little sister. She would come in the house, she would clean up, she would watch the kids on my beck and call, And yes, there was a time that she told me that she was attracted to me. I rebuked that. I let her know the love of Christ does not allow homosexuality. Yes, homosexuality is a sin, and as a person practicing homosexuality, you is not going to make it to heaven. I don't care what anybody tells you. According to the Bible, you're not going to make it to heaven. So any of my friends, Mason move, any of my friends that are going down that path, I'm going to stop them. So I felt like I could still, you know, be a friend to her. I had a couple of my friends asking me, are you going to continue to allow that homosexual spirit in your house? And I was like, oh, it's not a big deal. I got God on my side. I know that um, I'm straighter than a line, and I know that I don't have nothing to worry about. But it started to show when you keep something negative around, eventually it's gonna turn out not in a good way for you. The enemy puts people in your way to make you feel good, but how can I explain it? Okay, the devil's been around for a long time, right? And so he knows all the tricks and trades of the book. So when you let your guard down on somebody that the devil has placed in your midst, that person has the means to really hurt you seriously. And I don't know if it was a fatal attraction or whatever it was, but the day before yesterday, I prayed over my home because I felt this bad vibe when a girl left. I can't explain it. It was like I prayed over my home because I felt fear. I don't know why I felt fear. The next day, the girl kept avoiding my house. I don't know, avoided my house, whatever. I was like, okay, yesterday. So she finally came over to my house. She was going to watch my kids. Do you know that when I left out, I thought my kids were going to be safe with her? This girl just up and left my kids in the house. This is where it gets scary. So as I'm driving, something told me to call my house, call this girl. Something told me to. So I call her. She's not answering my phone. I call my kids. So she texts me, your kids is in the house. I said, by themselves? She said, yeah. She said, I quit yesterday. And here's where the part is of God. Because I wasn't far away. I flew back home to my kids. When she said she quit yesterday, I realized that I prayed over my home yesterday. And I anointed my doorway. And I anointed my house. It's not a coincidence that she so-called quit yesterday. It wasn't her that quit yesterday. It was the devil that quit yesterday. So I say this to say that anoint everywhere you go, because those that you don't know, those that you think is of God around you, may not be. And it was a deep feeling because after that, she kept trying to get me out of my house last night. And I called my other friend. My other friend was like, Ebony, she's trying to fight you. And it was like, yo. It was like, yo. It was like, yo. Just from that one day of praying and anointing, this girl, whole attitude, this whole helping me persona, this whole persona was revealed. And that's what scared me. Because yesterday she was in my home. The day before that I prayed. Yesterday she couldn't stay in my house. Something would not let her be in my house. So you know what she told me? She told me she quit. Not yesterday, but she quit the day before that. And the day before that is the day that I prayed over my house. So understand that what we battle against is not flesh and blood, but it really is principalities of darkness. And I'm starting to realize that. And it creeped my core. Like, I don't know, I don't watch scary movies no more. I try to watch everything that's positive, keep, certain things out of my house. But that yesterday was like a twilight zone because homegirl kept trying to get me outside. And I'm saying to myself, this was the same girl that I was praying on the prayer line for, the same girl that I was trying to lift up, the same girl that I was telling homosexuality is not going to get you in heaven, the same girl that I was taking under my wing because she reminded me of my child, my daughter. I got a 15-year-old daughter. So she reminded me of my child, so I couldn't give up on her. But the devil's a liar. And I ask that you pray for me, guys, because I just don't feel safe around this neighborhood anymore. And she lives right across the street. And she's kind of cuckoo for Cocoa Pebbles. But, I just can't believe it, It's like I prayed today, and she comes to my house tomorrow and say, look, I can't stay here. I quit yesterday. You ain't quit. It was the devil that gave up because I anointed my house. Girls, guys, grab yourself a bottle of olive oil, pray over it, pray with a clear, conscious heart, and anoint every doorway, anoint every window in your house, anoint your kids, anoint yourself, anoint your pets. The devil is real, and that dude is no joke. But I got God on my side, and God reveals things in the perfect timing. So now that I know who she is, but who I am and who I belong to, there's so much more to the story, y'all, that I can't even, it's scary to me. It really is. So I ask that you guys keep me lifted in prayer. And just know that who you are battling in front of you, who you are battling on the side or behind you, is not that person. It's the person. It's the spirit within that person. And when you start to realize that, your eyes gonna be open to a lot of things, and mine's has. So on that note, I gotta go. Today's the first day of tax business. Yeah, the devil is just mad at me. But anyway, I gotta go. I'll catch up with you guys later. I'll let you know how this day went, because this is going to be interesting. Take care. And God bless.